Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. It's week 14 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Dolphins and the Texans, next on EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Oh, what a juke into space. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Throwing now is Stroud. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they get to Stroud. Nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Ethan Evans on now to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 57 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to pass. Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here's Swift. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Stroud now on 2nd down. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Wilson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So yeah, it's not a lot, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Ethan Evans now. Watch out for Hill on the return. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 56 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force them.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. 7-7, our score after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tua now on 1st down. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Now Tua. It's caught. It's Miller. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
Stroud sets up the play action. Another one caught by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Stroud. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Stroud here on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You know, he's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Deron Payne. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Stroud. And the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number one.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Stroud to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And Stroud now to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Deron Payne able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Swift, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua going to throw. Will find Gainwell out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle on his way to a historic performance with 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rear view.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, this is Wilson.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On first down, Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Second down and 8.
At the 45-yard line.
Corner, long. 20, TX.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into the second-half blowout material.
Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get on. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
On first and 10, it's Gainwell.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run with full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Stroud now on second down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bradley Chubb coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Hey, 21 TX.
On second down, Tua. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Stroud off the play fake.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Jalen Phillips.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of it.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Stroud looking to throw.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here.
But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Miami, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road.